Cool.
All right.
Well, we are recording and it's April 1st, which is kind of crazy because it's a new month. Ultimate Portion Fix launched. A lot of exciting things are happening, but also it means the first whole quarter of the year is done. So we're 25% of the way through 2019. And when I look at making a business plan, I like to do it not just by month, but by quarter. So really this Zoom is going to be short. I just kind of wanted to give you guys some tools, and Joy and I were going to share ideas on how to get organized and plan your month. And I'm not always the best at this, but when I am, I have the best months. So if you can sit down and kind of create an action plan rather than just flying by the seat of your pants every day, it might take, today it took me probably 40 minutes on the front end, but it'll save you so much time on the back end of the month. So a couple announcements for the team. The Ultimate Portion Fix Live, or the 21 Day Fix live stream did start today. Did anyone do it? Jamie did it. Cassie. Cool. I did it. I thought the cardio was almost the same as cardio from the first 21 Day Fix. I didn't feel like it was that different, but it was really fun to just do it live with the cast. So that's something I'll try to be sharing every day in my story. And I would encourage you to do the same if you have access to that. Now, a lot of what I'm going to talk about for a marketing plan is going to be themed around the idea of having access to the Ultimate Portion Fix, assuming that you're doing the program following kind of the company's marketing calendar. But if you're not, think outside the box and be creative. Like, you can apply what I'm going to share to any program. Some coaches restarted Transform 20. Some people are going back to the original 21 Day Fix until the workouts are live for everyone. So really this is just a plan, but you can execute it in your own style. Okay, so I'm going to try and screen share. At the beginning of the year, we talked about Beachbody came out with a quarterly marketing plan for everyone. They give you a whole year of a calendar. So did you guys, do you have a calendar in front of you? Just any calendar, it really doesn't matter. If you don't, this one is in our team page. It's also in the champions page. There's every month of the year, and it aligns with Beachbody days, or like Beachbody events and launches. So I'm going to screen share here for a second and show you how I filled mine in. Joy went live today kind of talking about her marketing plan, which it pretty much aligns with this. So just give me a thumbs up if you can see this. Just emailed it to myself off my phone. I can try and make it bigger for you. Hold on. Can everyone see that? It says April. Cool. Okay, so I took the same calendar that you have in the team page, and I wrote down all the important dates. So today's April 1st, 21 Day Fix live stream started, and what I'm promoting all week is the Ultimate Portion Fix. I'm promoting that in my stories. I'm inviting to it and behind the scenes on Messenger, and I'm talking about it on social media. Because I know that for the first 2 weeks of this program, you're not using containers anyway. It's prep week. 2 weeks is prep week. So I can have clients join me, I'm saying until next week, Monday, and they'd still get their kit in the mail with everything they need to start using their containers on the 15th with us. So all you need to plan your month of April is a calendar, and then know what you're personally committing to, and then fill in the boxes. When I sit down to work, I want to know, okay, this week, this is what I'm promoting, because now I can create social media content around that. And this is something I learned from Melanie Mitro a couple of years ago, and she was the top coach for 3 or 4 years in a row for a reason, right? It's just getting organized. So we're going to start using the containers on the 15th, and then I'm going to start promoting round 2 right away. So I'm promoting round 2 to start in conjunction with the Ultimate Fix Extreme, 21 Day Fix Extreme which is launching on the live stream on the 29th. So coaches, if you haven't signed up for the Ultimate Portion Fix yet, obviously there's still time. You can even still get inside the group that we're doing. And, you know, if you wanted to kind of like save or get in gear for it, then do the regular 1-day fix now. Start promoting the Ultimate Portion Fix and jump in for the 21-day Extreme live launch on the 29th. So make it your end of the month group. But the point is just know what you're doing. So every other week you kind of see I'm promoting the Ultimate Portion Fix and inviting to that. Then I'm going to promote the business opportunity with my stories and social media. I have Super Saturday on there. I think it's really good to talk about the business all next week, especially if you're attending a live event, which you should, because there's one in every city. And I've traveled up to 5 hours before to get to one because they're important. They're important to get to. So figure out if there's an event in your area and how you can get there, and maybe invite some people to join if you listen to the National Wake Up Call. I did put there in yellow client emails because I am inviting people who are currently in my wellness studio or currently on my client list to join. Joy talks about this in her live video again today, and I'm reminding them 3 separate times. Like, hey, we're starting this. Hey, we're starting a second round. Allowing people the ability to get in. And what's great is you can send emails really easily right from your Beachbody, your Coach Online office. So some ideas to put things in your story would be meals you've made with your containers or new recipes you've tried, or Ultimate Portion Fix results that you found online, your own progress or what you're learning. Like today I just shared a simple thing in my story about what I learned about sugar addiction. You should be putting your workout clips every single day, like no matter what. People should see that you're working out. They should be able to see you doing it like with a smile, like we were talking about at the beginning of the Zoom. And there should be a call to action on the clip. One of the highest votes on a poll on my story was just asking people to choose their favorite spring flower for information on the Ultimate Portion Fix. I had like 60-something people reply to that. I think they just liked flowers. I have no idea why that one was a hit, but just like create an opportunity for a call to action on at the end of your story every single morning. So you can use any calendar that works for you, but take time to fill this in. It's the first day of the month. Decide on what dates your group are starting, or if you're mirroring what your upline like myself or Joy is doing, then just I'll post my calendar in the team page. You can copy it verbatim. But what's nice is when you know what you're doing as far as marketing and starting your groups, then you can kind of create your social media calendar around that. And I'm going to show you a really cool tool I started using. And I'll put this in the team page as well. Okay, can you see this new calendar now? I switched gears. I'll make it bigger. No, okay, hang on. Hold on, I'm gonna reshare a different one. Okay, this calendar should look different. Tell me if it looks different. That look different than what you were looking at before? Okay, so the first thing I sat down and did is figured out what I'm marketing, and now I'm going to sit down and figure out what I'm sharing on social media. You can just do this in 1 week bits at a time. You could do it on the same calendar, or I'll share this calendar in the team page. I signed up for this. Her name's Jasmine Starr. She does social media curator. She's got like a lot of great ideas for, I don't know, posts. And she even gives you like what you could say. So on this calendar, she puts like, okay, April Fool's Day is today. It's Beer Day, National Siblings Day. So right there you have some like ideas of posts you could create around national themes. So Easter, Get to Know Your Customers Day. And what I would do is just sit down with this and look at the week ahead and say, what am I going to post about? And like, I haven't written these posts yet, but I know what I'm going to share. So tomorrow's our 1-year anniversary since we got the keys to this house. I'm going to do kind of a transformation Tuesday of when we moved versus now. On Wednesday, I want to do why I love my home gym, because I'm promoting the 21 Day Fix live stream and Ultimate Portion Fix. So I'm going to create a post around my home workouts that I can share publicly on Facebook and Instagram. So I went as far as Thursday and said, I can post a new Fixate recipe plus an FYI about food that says food FYI. So like something I've learned so far, my master coach training, with a call to action for people. So you don't have to fill in this entire calendar, but I would fill in a week at a time, because the days get busy or kids get sick or unexpected things come up. And at least if you have an idea of what you're doing, you can throw it together really quick rather than not posting at all, which is the real danger zone. Not sharing at all is like closing your business door. And we don't want you to do that ever. So just think of fun ways to share your journey, and don't think that you're oversharing. If coming up with content ideas is difficult, I really liked something we did back in November that I'll show you in our team page. And we just filled in a grid basically of, posting ideas. So it's right in our team page. I'll try and tag everyone in it so it pulls up to the top. But this came from Trina. And if you just search the word grid in the team page, this is an attraction grid. So share your message, attract your tribe. And I'll show you an example of one that's filled out. This one was Trina's example. Oopsies. Okay, so this was Trina's example. Down here, I don't want to click my name again. So this is the grid filled out. So this is just figuring out your roles in life. So you could be mom, wife, CEO, friend, everyday life role, doing something for the first time, your fears. So you could fill this grid in, and you'd have 20 post ideas for the whole month. Fear of not being good enough, fear of not being good enough to coach, everyday life, your personal development, like just giving yourself the gift of ideas ahead of time makes the business a lot simpler. So I want to know who has already filled in an action plan for the month or is going to. Emily's going to, Morgan's going to, Jen. Jen Gold? Is anyone doing is anyone not doing the portion fix and they're nervous about how to weave this in? Is anyone not doing that? Morgan, Jen. Yeah, so the main thing would just be pick a program that you're doing and publicly commit to it and then share it every day. Like in my story, talking about it's day 1 of live streaming, day 2. You can do it's day 1, day 2, day 3 of 80-Day Obsession or Transform 20. But then you're just inviting in opposite weeks to the challenge or to the business. And that doesn't mean I won't invite to the business every single day. I still will. I just like to theme out the weeks I'm inviting the content people see on social media between challenge groups and business, because it's easier for me to think about and plan and kind of flow together. Okay, any input or questions about social media or marketing this month, or what you're doing or how to invite? Important dates I might have missed.
I hadn't even realized that we don't use the containers until a couple weeks in. And I'm still watching my videos and stuff, and so the weekend didn't happen the way I thought it was. I mean, I traveled, and so I thought I'd have more time to do videos, so I'm booking through them and studying and stuff. But I was like, what? When Joy let us know in our team thread, I was like, okay, but I'm using the containers. I'm not going to not use my containers, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. A lot of us are already using them. I didn't realize it until I went to schedule content for my group to start on today. And then that was last Friday. And I was like, wait, we're not even using containers? But it's kind of a gift because I can keep inviting to the same group all for the next week without creating a new one. Because anyone who wants to get started with prep can just prep quickly on their own and start with us still the 15th.
Yeah, I think I'm really excited about this too because there's a lot of people out there with kids. Like I have a ton of kids, and so I was talking with Joy about that I'm so pumped to this week. I'm gonna play with some stuff so I can practice and make better, so that when I post and do my lives, I'm gonna meal prep for 7 kids and 2 diabetics. We're meal prepping as a family, so I'm excited for dinners and kind of meal prepping 3 of my craziest nights where we have, everything from sports to practice to classes at night, where I'm shuttling kids. So I'm going to make it a family affair, but I want to show people that it doesn't have to be stressful. It actually can be time that you spend together and very doable, that it's not the lone mama having to eat and then create a whole separate meal for her family. To me, that is what I want to show women, because I have clients and some discount coaches that have kids and they hate that part of it. They tell me that all the time, that they feel like they're making something separate. And I want to show them that that's not how life has to be through this program.
Yeah, when I did the sugar addiction video today, when they said like the average child eats 54 pounds of sugar a year, that's more than my kids even weigh. Basically eating their weight in sugar. It's crazy and it's sad. Especially, this is going to sound really terrible. In Yuma, there's a very large Latino population, and they're some of the most obese children I've ever seen. Like at the park and stuff. I'm sure it has something to do with just the general, like Mexican food is pretty carb heavy, but like they're some of the most obese children I've ever seen in my life, and there are a lot of them in this area. So just like being able to teach moms how to feed their family better is what this is all about. And Jen, I saw you posted, you started the 21-day fix again. Like you can still, the portions are essentially the same. And you can be inviting people to do, like if you sell a challenge bag, you're going to sell them the new ultimate portion fix. Your clients don't need to know which package you have. I think coaches get
Well, I'm only doing the 21-day fix today because I can't stand that it's 10 o'clock my time. It doesn't work for me. I have to work out at 5:15. So Joy's doing the same thing as me from what she said, where I'm starting my live stream a day late starting tomorrow.
She's talking to Jen. So.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry, I forget
your last name. I'm like Sochka.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to have to, this week my kids are on spring break is the only reason that works for me, but I'll have to flip-flop to do early mornings next week. But yeah, I think coaches, don't get tripped up because your customers, they do not have to know whether you have the new portion fix or not. They also, like, I feel like coaches get so wrapped around in their head, like, well, if I said the start date is April 1st, I can't invite anybody new to that. Just because in your last message to someone you said, the deadline is April 1st, doesn't mean you can't invite someone and say, hey, there's still time to jump in with us. We don't actually kick off for another week. Like, you can tell people that they have time to join you, and they don't really have to know, like, every single detail of, they just need to get in the group and get the program. That's it. Okay, so if you have a pen and a calendar, I wanted to spend just like 5 minutes actually filling in your social media shares, or you can fill in like what you're doing and what you're going to market. So sounds like we're all kind of doing the same thing as far as groups go. So maybe just spend 5 minutes filling in some post ideas. If you don't have a grid or a calendar, just write them out, like Monday, Tuesday. What are you going to share about? And it doesn't have to be post written, just like a general idea of what you're going to talk about.
And if that doesn't feel good to you, because for me, I don't do well with those. I do better on the fly. and writing about how I am that day, write out what you're going to invite to in your stories. Because I will write out like every day what I want to invite to in my stories, and I'll have a plan for that. But I don't write out ahead of time what I'm going to do about posts unless it's something big like, oh, it's my anniversary of coaching, or it's my anniversary with my husband, or it's Scarlett's birthday. Something big, sure. But otherwise, I do better on the fly. So if you do better on the fly, that's fine. But write out what you're going to do in your stories. At least that's what works for me. Do what works for you, but that's what works for me.
Yeah, like on the grid, when I said share a new fixate recipe, I'm not going to post that on my Facebook, but I'll show making it in my story or show what it is. I like to do things on the fly the same day too, but I know a lot of coaches have other full-time jobs. Or social media just stresses them out. So sometimes until you're confident in that rhythm of posting on the fly, it's good to have a plan.
So I wasn't listening I wasn't checked in the first 5 minutes of the call. Is anybody else doing T20? Because I have some people that are starting T20. Because it was really big for me this last month to invite, just like right now, because it released. I noticed Chanel did invite the same way I invited, but I was able to get I'm able to get a lot of people to get the Ultimate Portion Fix and purchase a step. So, and I'm pushing the performance pack too because of that, because they released the T20. So to me, I'm kind of bundling those together in a different way. So the add-on, I tell them too that when they go, I tell them, I said, you know what's even better? Sign up as a coach and then go back after you make this purchase and go back and purchase that step, and you get 25% off that. And so they get more excited and they're going back to do that. I don't know. How would you put that? But a lot of people are excited about that T20 being part of it.
I'm putting that in my newsletter. I'm telling everybody in my newsletter that Transform 20 is now available, and I'm offering them links to get the accessories. Because I do think, yeah, like why not be hyping that still, since it's dropping on BOD now? People don't have to pay for it, but they still need the accessories, and it would be a great way to boost volume. So I'm definitely including that. And I'm still giving that to people as an option when I talk to them about signing up. So you can still offer them as an option.
Well, they all saw me use it, just recently, and everybody's like, okay, what's the 20-minute thing? I said, oh my heck, do the Ultimate Portion Fix and you get that. You don't have to pay extra like I do. I said, all you have to do is do the step. And then I have more people asking me, okay, what's this mom crack stuff? And I said, you do not want to do the 20-minute workout without that. I'm just telling you. I've done other things, and that's just a no-go. So the performance stack that's how I bundle it in. It's easier for me to bundle it in with that. But I also have my own personal story with the 21-Day Fix Extreme where, Joy, where I didn't have the performance stack and I cussed my way through it. So I'll never do that again. So that's what I share with people. And I said, I'm just telling you, but I have more people saying, okay, go ahead and add it on. And I even tell them, check out here. I'm not going to add it on. And when you go to check it out, you get an extra 10 or 15% off and add it on. I'm like, add it on there. And so I tell people, add on stuff you want there. And that's when I hype it. And I notice they build their orders better that way. And I'm like, woohoo. Okay. So, yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah. Don't box yourself into one program. Like we're doing the Portion Fix in a separate group, but in my wellness studio, like I have lots of clients who are not doing it. We're just doing a fun theme. Last month we did a contest that I think got 7 or 8 clients to convert to coach accounts, my own clients and then coaches' clients. And then this month we're doing another just fun spring bingo with clients basically executing coach activities. But a lot of people in there are super engaged and they're not doing Portion Fix. So when I'm inviting even to my wellness studio, talking to people about their goals, like Jen, I'm not just giving them the option of what I'm doing. I'm asking them what they want to do and what their time frame is. It's a good point. Okay. Does anyone have like a couple social media share ideas that they wrote out that they're going to do this week? I know Morgan's been killing it on her social media lately.
So I'm going to share a little bit about my I committed to doing my morning meditation every day, the 21-day fix, because I've gotten really far away from that. And so the thing I read this morning, I'm reading a book called Radical Acceptance, and it was about it's about being mindful with your body and about experiencing pain and how we tend to like fearfully respond to pain. And it was just so applicable to working out. So I'm going to share about that tomorrow morning, because I think so often like we make it harder than it needs to be. I know I make it way harder than it needs to be because I'm constantly responding with pain, with fear to the pain, and it makes your muscles contract, and you know, but a lot of my following practices mindfulness techniques. So I'll share
cool.
more about that. So, you know.
You should even do it as like a live video.
Ah.
Yeah, you should. You're good live. It looks like most people are on the. I can see your face. So let's take a quick group photo or boomerang, and then you guys can get on with your evening and plan your month. Okay, what are we going to do? Everyone get your phones up. Oh yeah, Jen's got hers. Okay, just do a wave. Ready, guys? Everybody wave. Get your phones ready. And we'll post that to the team page. Do you guys have anything, any other questions or something you want to celebrate or chat about before we get off the Zoom tonight?
Giving Chanel props for her first month hitting Success Club and going Emerald. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, there you are. That's huge. And then speaking of rank advancing, don't forget the last day to rank advance for Summit is June 6th. Although on the National Wake Up Call, he said he would run the report June 11th. So I don't know which date he really meant, but I would go with June 6th. Like whatever rank you want to be at Summit, you have until the 6th to lock it in. Who's got their Summit ticket? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Morgan's going to get hers because she deserves time alone before she's alone with a child while her husband's on deployment. Ask for what you need.
You should. You totally should. We're going to have so much fun. And Cassie wants to come. Chanel, why are you not coming? Tell me you're coming. I'm all, come on.
My brother is having his wedding.
Ah.
And my husband is in it because I've thought about trying to make it work, but
Yeah. No, I get it. It's your brother's wedding.
Yeah, I can't miss it.
No, I get that.
Cool. And for Jen, it's driving distance. Is anyone else local to Indianapolis?
Alicia's driving.
Alicia's driving.
Kara and Crystal, are you guys coming? No. Because?
I'm driving, or I'm within driving distance, but I'm not going.
Aw. Wow, wow.
I know, deployment time.
Oh.
It's hard to do that with kids.
I would get to Super Saturday this month. If you know for sure you're not going to Summit, get to Super Saturday. Like, it's a mini Summit. Not quite as big, but it's a mini Summit. And most Super Saturdays are kid friendly. So if you don't have childcare, you can still bring the kids.
So do we just like search Super Saturdays that are in our area?
Yeah, in fact, it's in your Coach Online office. They have a map and you can enter your zip code and it'll show what's local to your area. Some of the bigger cities are fun to drive to because they bring in super trainers or guest speakers. Like that's why we went to Phoenix because Carl came in January. I think Chris Downing went to one in Denver. I don't know, Joy, who's the Denver guest this year? This month?
Jess Dukes, I think is her
Okay.
name. Jess Dukes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily got to meet Joel. That sucks for me.
I
I'm like,
take the picture with her and her baby. That was so cute.
oh, lucky when she's all, and look who I met at Super Saturday. I'm like, oh, and that's just like you in Florida. You're all, look who's over there. I'm like, yeah.
That happens to Peter and I every time. We always end up at the pool bar with Joel and Autumn. It happened to us last time too in Mexico. I'm like, it's funny.
Yeah, I saw Joel the
Yeah.
success trip too. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. Mine's this daydream that I'm gonna walk up to the bar for a drink or something, and there's Rachel Hollis, and I'm going, okay, hey. I'm just kidding.
She would be cool to see in person. And if you guys want to come to Phoenix, Scottsdale in October, the Mommy Millionaire is doing her workshop for 2 days. That's my birthday gift this year. I've already had my mom request work off so she can sit in the hotel with the baby and just bring him to me when I need a nurse.
That'll be so fun.
Yeah.
Quick question, real quick. I only get SE points for the Ultimate Portion Fix challenge packs and completion packs, correct? Not the bundle.
You mean not the base kit?
Yeah, not the base kit or bundle. That's 109.
I don't think you do, no.
Because
No,
it has to have all your product, correct?
Yeah. It's not, you don't get it for the base kit.
Okay.
No.
Darn it all.
So basically it has to be, I think, what, 90 PV and higher or something like that?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it is?
I don't think that the performance stack is technically 90 PV. I think it's like 85 or 89, but that still counts as success point.
Totally. I know. As long as it's packaged with BOD.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I read somewhere that if you get just a Shakeology subscription, that's 1 point, right? That's how we snag that 1 point? No?
Still
Just
two.
the Shakeology is 2?
It used to be 1.
Okay.
Now it's 2.
So is there a way to snag just 1 point? I thought we had talked about that at one point, like when I first started, like months ago, but I don't remember what it was.
Beach bars. Someone who gets a month of beach bars, like the 3-box combo, is 1 point, as long as they're on Home Direct.
There you go. And remember,
Okay.
for your Shakeology order, it has to be a new one. It has to be Home Direct to get the Success Club points. So,
Okay.
Yeah, you learn something new every day. I didn't know anything offered 1 point. Only 2.
I knew there was something, I just couldn't remember what it was.
somebody told me it was if it equaled 90 PV or more. But I guess beach bars would make sense because
That might be true. I think if people bundle 90 PV worth of product on HD, so like beach bars, Energize, I don't know, Hydrate, that would be a point. But
I had heard that if they do the 12 months of BOD, but no other product, it's 1 point as well. I don't know for sure, but that's what someone had told me. Is that wrong?
that's wrong.
Okay.
I've had so many people buy a year of BOD and nothing else, and I
I
never
think it should be because it's the same commission and the same volume, but that's currently not the case.
Okay. I always
I
tack
didn't
stuff on
think it
anyway, but I was like, oh.
I'm not sure about then just adding up anything though on the 90 PV because my sister still, she doesn't want to have a Coach account or anything, and she's just a client, and she buys stuff that's over 90 personal volume points, and I've never gotten Success Club points from it. So I don't think that's what it is, because she doesn't want the Shakeology. She doesn't like Energize, but she loves the Recover.
You know, it was Danny Detra who told me that, and she's the queen of Success Club points. But I'll ask her again. She's the one that told me that. I'll ask her.
Right. Just 90 personal volume points of just added stuff.
But that has to be on Home Direct.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah.
It's just the one time. Duh. I missed that part of the conversation. Okay. Well, that part makes sense then. Because it wasn't for mine. It was just one time.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. I'm probably going to be asleep by 8. And I know it's late for those of you on the East Coast, so we'll hop off.
Yeah.